All right, so the update for November is pretty good. I think that site number 1, which is now in month 11, made some good progress. Definitely some of the articles that I pushed really hard, some ones that have the big charts and the big tables, are starting to work their way up in the ranks. And so those are starting to get a little bit of traffic. And I did almost make $10 whole on Amazon. So that's pretty exciting. All right, I'll share the rest of the stats. All right, November. So I'm a little less late on this update. The November blogging report is good. Like, I made money every day, and that was exciting. Um, there were some ups and downs. This was my first month working on 2 websites at the same time, and definitely the content was different. This report, I'm really just going to talk about my first site. I have another video that I recorded that is going to come out later this week that will talk about my second site. I'm not going to do reports on that one, and you'll see why when you watch that video. But this is the one that we're hoping, right now can generate significant money, sooner rather than later. So clicks, man, look at that. Last month was about 1,800, I think, in October. So 2,500 is a lot more. It's not growing quite as fast. And I think that's just because I'm in the off season in this niche, but who knows? I don't know. Not me. I don't know. Page views are up 3,000 page views in a year in review at the end of December. So 3,000 page views, like, guys, I couldn't have dreamed of those numbers, and hopefully it is just the beginning. We're hoping that, we need to get a lot more than that to make significant money, because this is really an informational site. I don't have a ton of plans beyond ads on this site. So maybe an info product or a couple of printables definitely could happen. And if I choose to do that, I will be using Start a Mom blog printable course that has really good reviews. And this blog is a little bit in the mom niche kind of area. So that's what's going on. Content. So here's what I said. So in November, I really only added 2 articles to the site. Now, I did understand that, like, original images and some of those things are starting to become more important. So I made infographics and I used better quality images for those articles. I think they're good. I don't think they're great. I do have a cluster planned for a product that I like. And actually, for the very first time, I was reached out to through my email to review a product. And it is something that I've already written a little bit of content about. So hopefully I can do like 10 posts around this product. And then maybe that will be a nice little silo to build out. I listened to some Matt Diggity, and he was talking about product silos. And I don't know, I might try that. But basically in November, I only wrote 2 articles. And a big part of that is I'm running out of keywords. So I started site 2, and that was big for me because I started that a little bit earlier. I believe I launched it at the beginning of November. Yeah, just October. At the beginning of October, I launched the site. We have 36 articles on that site, and I went back and forth for so long, people. When I tell you it was a big decision, it was a big decision to do this. I just gave myself permission that this is what I was going to do. It did also help that in a mastermind in Project 24, Ricky Kessler gave me permission to start my second site. Okay, number 2. So on Mom Man Up and on my second site, I have started using a lot more original images and focusing on topical relevance. Now, this is Amelia, who is totally the mentor for me in blogging. I don't say that because I'm in any kind of like paid mentorship program. Just she's someone I totally look up to, and a lot of her stuff in her streams and stuff lately, she has talked about topical relevance, and she's seeing a big difference there. So I'm also focusing on topical relevance. This is big, and I think this is important for new friends to understand. when you see all these blogging reports and stuff, it's so hard to even get stats together for yourself. I remember for the first like 3 months being so overwhelmed because I didn't even know how to track if I was being successful or not. Now that I'm like almost a whole year in, tracking has gotten so much easier. When there's more data, it is so much easier to see your progress. So please don't be discouraged if you're early on and it just feels like you don't even know how to track page views or track, because you're trying to make a pile out of not enough leaves is the deal. So it doesn't look impressive, it doesn't look interesting because you just don't have enough data. And you'll learn, and I've learned, and I really didn't think I was going to get there, but look, I got stuff. I know stuff. Thank you again just for being here. I do YouTube because I just really like being a part of the blogging community on YouTube. I think you guys are the coolest people ever. So I just really appreciate you being here and asking questions and giving me advice in the comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.